Alright, halfway there today. Day 12. What have we got today? Will it finally be an AOA deck? This one could be Good Kind of Ember Launch. Alright, and it is Logos, Untamed, and Dees. What set will this be? Will this be the Last Worlds Collide? Another CotA? Or maybe perhaps the first AOA? Kind of hope it's not AOA because those houses are not the best for certain things. Great for others. Let's see what we got. So, ooh, it is the Last Worlds Collide deck. So we got Dendrix, Draining Touch, Exhume, Festering Touch, Inspector, Lilithal, Misery Exploit, Rot Grub, the Evil Eye, Bornet's Touch, another Bornet's Touch, Obsidian Forge, and then on to Logos with the Babbling Bibliophile, Cutthroat Research, Hapsis, Sani Engineer, Thorium Plasmate ×2, Titan Guardian, Jargoggle, Academy Training, Knowledge is Power, Neutron Shark, very nice, Replicator, and then on to Untamed with a Cauldron Boil, Imprinted Murmuk, Mustic Murmuk, Regrowth, Rusnar, Song of the Wild, Unnatural Selection, Fang Cavern, Wild Spirit, and lastly, Gravid Cycle. Alright, so let's do a quick number count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 Ember Pips. Very nice. Creature count was probably not super high though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 creatures. Not a high creature count, nor high creature power. But we do got a Gravid Cycle. So you see all the stats there. Now let's take a look at what's interesting here. Well, the low creature power in the Double Fangtooth Cavern may be problematic, but it could also be fun. Regrowth works in some great ways with some of the stuff we got in here. A lot of ways to deal with the board, artifact stuff, which is nice. Yeah, pretty, like the board control is nice in this deck, I think. And Obsidian Forge is really tight. I'm a fan of that one. The Bornet's Touch, yeah, this feels like kind of a disruption deck in a way, with disrupting the board. Quite a bit of recursion between Exhume and Gravid Cycle and Regrowth. There are some ways to do some fun stuff there. I don't know about this deck. I don't think it's going to cut the mustard at the end of the day. Nothing stands out in a really, other than the Double Fangtooth, which could be fun. I mean, the Song of the Wild with, what, 3 creatures is not really a thing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures, 5, 6 creatures in Logos, 7. So Logos is where all the creatures are going to be for reaping. And here we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, you're going to be calling Logos for doing all that. But unfortunately, like, 2 power, 1 power, 2 power, 1 power. Not a lot of board sticking there. Yeah, this deck is just alright, if that. Most unfortunately. I mean, the Festering Touch with the Misery Export is kind of a thing. What else we got? The Ember Control looks it's not great either. Let's be real here. Yeah, I'm not jazzed about this deck at all. Have to see how it plays, but I mean, my analysis isn't going to go much further than that. I think you're going to be able to deal with the board even though you don't have much of a board, which is cool. I mean, if you only get 3 creatures, and the Fangtooths though, wow, I just don't think, I think these are going to hurt maybe, like, real hard. I like seeing 2 of them, but I don't know. I just don't think that they're going to do what you want during this situation. These feel like dead cards, unfortunately. Reap abilities that I may want to get is the double Sanitation Engineer could be tight. Same with the Babbling Bibliophile. The Lilithal could come into play quite nicely with the Reaps. So yeah, my overall feeling is it's kind of a milquetoast deck. Yeah, I mean, it does have the high Ember count, so maybe you can get away with just playing cards and cycling. And I think you do have the potential to cycle faster. I'm almost debating if there's nothing, if your opponent's deck doesn't have anything really crazy, you may want to purge some of these cards from your own deck. They're not going to help you go quickly. That's kind of an interesting idea, is maybe just play your deck like to cycle real fast and get the Ember back. It's kind of an interesting play. Or for each archive card, yeah, you have gain one. So there's a way to archive. And that's about it. So there's not a lot of archiving here either. So yeah, like I said, I don't think this deck is anything special. Maybe I overlooked something. So I'm only human after all. So why don't you tell me what I missed and what you think is tote with this deck? Because I'd love to hear your perspective as always. Some really great comments are always with these videos, and I appreciate everyone else's insight. We are a community, so why not we come together and help each other out, like me right now when I'm feeling a little disappointed with a deck that may not do much. Like the Obsidian Forge now I'm realizing is probably not going to happen, just due to the fact that it's a good way to sacrifice a creature maybe. Yeah, Obsidian Forge, I just realized with the Titan Guardian to get to draw 2 cards is a potential thing. So there we go. Let me know what you think about this and tell me your thoughts on this deck and what treasures you see that I missed. As always, may your Ember never be stolen and your keys forged properly. Have a good one.